Let's dive right into this explainer. Today, we're dissecting a totally fascinating digital ecosystem. We're looking at a space built entirely out of video metadata, super catchy titles, and affiliate links, all to uncover what exactly drives our modern obsession with self-improvement. It's a world where every single click, every view, and every recommended link is a breadcrumb that reveals how we try to optimize our lives. And understanding this architecture is absolutely crucial because it doesn't just show us what creators are making, it exposes the deeply held desires that are truly driving our viewing habits. Looking at the source material, you immediately get hit with this jarring contrast. Notice how this ecosystem deliberately juxtaposes deep, paralyzing personal anxiety on one side, stop wasting your life, with massive, almost unbelievable aspirational promises on the other, the greatest comeback of your life. It is literal psychological whiplash. It's designed to grab your attention, hold it hostage, and make you feel that radical change isn't just possible, it's urgently needed. You're either failing completely or you're on the verge of total domination. There's really no in-between here.
So, to understand how this complex algorithmic web of recommendations actually works, we're going to break it down into four clear pillars. First, the fear of mediocrity. Second, the foundational mindset. Third, mastering focus and time. And finally, wealth building and freedom.
Let's jump right into our first pillar, the fear of mediocrity. Because, let's be real, before anyone can sell you a solution to improve your life, the algorithm has to show you exactly what you're running away from. Just look at this stark contrast in what captures human attention here. In the data pulled from the surrounding recommended videos, high anxiety topics like the middle class trap pull in absolutely massive numbers. But meanwhile, a video addressing a systemic issue like India's job crisis gets just 60,000 views. And practical, actionable content like this one skill will turn your life, that sits at only 37,000 views. Fear vastly outperforms nuance and niche skill building every single time. It tells us that audiences aren't initially looking to learn a specific new skill, they're looking for validation of their absolute deepest worries. I mean, just let that number really sink in for a second. 7.8 million. That's the audience size for a single video titled The Middle Class Trap, Why You'll Work Till You Die. This perfectly captures that deep-seated societal anxiety bubbling right under the surface. People aren't just casually browsing for life tips. They are terrified of being trapped in a cycle they literally can't escape. The sheer volume of engagement here proves that the fear of a stagnant, unfulfilling life is a massive universal driver. So the crucial takeaway is that this ecosystem thrives on these core negative drivers. Job crises, the middle class trap, wasting your life. The algorithm perfectly leverages these profound existential fears to hook you, making you feel the pain of stagnation so acutely that you absolutely need whatever solution they offer up next. It's problem creation at its absolute finest, setting the perfect stage for the cure. Which brings us nicely to pillar number 2, the foundational mindset. Because once the algorithm establishes that deep fear, it doesn't just leave you hanging. It offers up a foundational curriculum to entirely rebuild your mind. This curriculum is essentially a digital bookshelf, and it's sourced directly from the creator's own affiliate links. We've got Rich Dad Poor Dad, Deep Work, Mindset, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, Power of Subconscious Mind, Psychology of Money, and Atomic Habits. It's the ultimate mental toolkit of this entire space. The message is pretty clear. Before you can change your reality, you have to completely re-engineer your thinking patterns. You can't just change your daily actions. You have to fundamentally alter who you are. And that re-engineering goes extremely deep. Look at the concepts being pushed in these recommended video titles. You can manipulate your brain and Secret of Manifestation. These videos build directly on the foundation of books like The Power of Subconscious Mind to promise you total internal control. And the core premise is incredibly seductive, right? If you can just master and control your subconscious reality, the external reality, like your wealth, your job, your ultimate success, will just magically fall right into place. The view counts totally reveal our massive appetite for these psychological quick fixes. We're seeing heavy engagement across the board. 139,000 views for brain manipulation, 131,000 for manifestation, and 72,000 for one book geniuses. The audience is actively hunting for that one mental flip, that singular secret paradigm shift that's going to unlock their true potential and save them from the mediocrity trap. It is all about finding the ultimate mental shortcut. Okay, let's dive into the execution phase with our third pillar, mastering focus and time. Because honestly,
A shiny new mindset is completely useless without action, and in this ecosystem, action is rigorous, relentless, and perfectly timed. It all centers around this one huge concept: deep work. Sourced from the linked book of the exact same name, it's defined as the ability to focus without distraction on a cognitively demanding task. This isn't just about working hard. We're talking about elite-level, completely undisturbed concentration, and the surrounding video recommendations reflect this intense demand to just completely eliminate distractions. You literally have to isolate yourself from the noise if you want any shot at succeeding. Let's actually trace the behavioral journey the algorithm lays out for us to achieve this crazy level of concentration. Step 1, destroy procrastination, pulling a massive 1.5 million views. Once you finally stop procrastinating, step 2 is to master your time, which is a documentary-style breakdown pulling 120,000 views. And to maintain all that mastery, step 3 requires a dopamine reset, a classical music mindfulness video boasting another 1.3 million views. These staggering numbers prove just how desperately people want to reclaim their fractured attention spans. We're essentially treating our brains like hard drives that need to be completely wiped and reformatted. But here's the catch. Focus isn't just a mental exercise in this ecosystem. It's a highly physical one that requires actual purchasable hardware. Looking again at those affiliate links, creators are pushing specific daily productivity tools, a health-tracking smartwatch, noise-canceling headphones, and a dedicated desktop timer. To truly escape the trap, every biological rhythm and every single passing second of your day has to be optimized, tracked, and measured. You are quite literally buying your way into the productivity lifestyle. Which brings us to our final pillar: wealth building and freedom. This is the endgame. All of the fear, avoidance, the intense mindset shifting, and the extreme time management, it's all supposed to lead to this one ultimate promised reward. We can see this prioritization super clearly in the data, and it's actually pretty wild. A video promising to fix your entire life in one day pulls an incredible 659,000 views. A milestone video like First 10 Lakh gets a really solid 179,000 views. But a video titled Entire Money, Economic and Market Explained, which offers actual dense macroeconomic knowledge, just 71,000 views. The desire for an instant personal life hack vastly outpaces the desire to actually understand the complex machinery of money. Viewers just want the destination. They definitely don't want to read the complicated roadmap of how the economy actually functions. But despite that lack of interest in macroeconomics, the ecosystem still provides very clear, tangible financial milestones for you to aim for. First, 10 lakh. That's 1 million rupees. The source material frames this as the ultimate turning point. It's the concrete proof that if you just follow the rules, read the right books, buy the timers, and manifest correctly, true wealth is waiting for you on the other side. It gives a very specific, highly aspirational numerical value to success. And that brings the entire engine into full focus. The source material perfectly loops these 4 steps to keep you constantly engaged and endlessly clicking. Step 1, acknowledge the trap to trigger the fear. Step 2, rewire your subconscious to build hope. Step 3, master your focus and buy the tools so you feel productive. Step 4, chase the comeback to achieve wealth. It is a perfectly closed loop, because if you haven't achieved the ultimate comeback yet, well, you must just need more focus or a slightly better mindset. So right back to the beginning of the algorithm you go. Which leaves us with one final, absolutely vital question based on everything we've unpacked today. Are we actually using these tools to build our greatest comeback? Or are we just trapped in the algorithm, endlessly consuming content about preparing for it? It's a remarkably fine line between actual self-improvement and just the illusion of progress through digital consumption. Keep that in mind the next time you feel the urge to click on a video promising to fix your entire life in a day. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer. I hope it gave you some clarity, and I'll catch you on the next one.